So this piece right here on FJ Cruisers often falls off. They call this a cowel. That's the piece name for it. It's on the upper fender area right here. If the clips break on this cowel, it will rip off in high winds, and I recently had that happen. Right here, you can see this one, how it's a little bit off right here, and you just like pop it back in. Now this one's got an antenna up through the middle, so there's no way this is gonna fall off. So what happens is when they replace your windshield, which happened before I ever bought this car, these little snaps right here will kind of break off. There's like a few snaps, and then it gets a little bit wonky like it was on the other side. So if you do own an FJ Cruiser and you get the windshield replaced, make sure they don't reuse the clips. They're single-use clips, and they will try to reuse them, and if they try to reuse them, you're rolling the dice on having problems, and you don't want to do that. I went and tried to pull on it a few times. Like, I pulled pretty hard and it wasn't coming off, so when it got a little bit off, I just pop it back in and keep driving. Then there was a very, very windy day, and I was going down the freeway, and all of a sudden it just like something flew and like thrashed down the side of my car. Well, it turns out it was this little panel. I watched it bounce down the freeway and get run over, and I found a lot of people on the internet who had the same issue, where it felt really secure but it was a little bit wobbly every once in a while. Just keep pulling on it harder and harder until you break all the snaps and then replace them. I went and bought a new part for this. It cost me around 50 bucks. Then I went to J&J Auto Body because it is a print to match part, so meaning it only comes in black and then you have to get it painted. They came out, looked at the paint and everything, and then painted up that piece, and it looks pristine. Like, it looks really, really good. At first I looked up the snaps online, and you could find them in like packages of like a bunch of them. So Pure Auto Parts right here, they gave me just the snaps I needed and not anything extra. I think it cost me like 10 bucks for all these snaps, whereas I would have paid like 20 or more for a bunch of snaps that I didn't need. I actually think it was even less than 10 bucks for this. But yeah, Pure Auto Parts, honestly, really great website. Got it shipped to me super quick, and they have sites specific to different vehicles, which is awesome. Now let's install this thing. So first I need to pull out all the snaps that are broken off in here, which you've got one goes there, one goes there, one goes here, and I believe the other one goes in right here. That actually was a lot more difficult than I expected, but I got that pulled out of there. So you've got these two tabs here, and then these two holes over here. These holes you put in these smaller ones, and on these tabs here you put the big guys. Alright, so with these, there's two different ones of these triangle pieces. There's this one right here that I already snapped on. This side is the closest towards the windshield, and this is the side that's towards the hood. And now you've got this piece. It's got like a weird tongue shape to it, I guess, and then this one that's pretty straight. So that one goes on there. This one also has like a piece that comes down that goes on that side, and then this right here actually goes on. There's these two little tabs on this side and the tongue going in, and you pop that on. This one, let's see. So you've got the curved one here and the straight one here, and that's how those go on. And then these, they're both the same, so you just pop them in these holes. I don't know if you could tell, but this is a little bit longer this way, and this is a little bit longer this way, so it goes in like this. Alright, so I've got all those snapped in. You've got that in there, that side there, and that side there. And then we take the piece, we bring it over to the car, and then we pop it on. So I don't know if you can see right in here, but I just push that tongue piece over the edge, get that in there, and then get the whole thing down. Those clips, clip right there is lining up with that hole, clip right there is lining up with that hole, and then the other two are lined up here, and then I can just push that in. So this rubber piece right here has two parts to it, so before I snapped it in, I made sure to tuck that around it. So that it's over the top, just like that, forming the seal. Okay, so I got that all popped in there, everything clipped down, pushed on it real good. It looks good now, everything's put back together, and now we're good to go. On this side, I may not ever replace the clips, even though I know it gets a little bit wobbly, because this antenna's here, and it's holding everything on. Like, it's just not going to rip away with this antenna here. It can't twist enough. Hope that helps you and saves you some time and money, but probably if you're watching this video, you've had it fall off already, and I'm sorry you didn't know this already. I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and as always, hope this wasn't horrible.